So it's Invisible Disability Week, and one of the obviously hardest things about living with an invisible disability is that people just have no clue what you're actually going through. And there are people who do sometimes have to use wheelchairs and crutches and mobility aids. That I have to do that sometimes, but it's not always. And so sometimes it looks like this where I look fine, and sometimes it looks like this where I'm having to use a walker and have had major surgery. So it's very different for a lot of people, especially again when it's invisible. And not every disability looks the same, right? There are people who have to use things like wheelchairs and crutches and canes, and there are other people who have a disability but don't have to use those things. And so when it's not as prominent, it's very challenging to deal with, and there are a lot of questions that are asked. And one of the biggest things that people say is like, "Oh, but you don't look sick." And I get that, I mean, I don't really know exactly what I should look like when I'm very, I guess, ill. I guess I should not look like I'm put together. But that doesn't mean that there's not something going on that is very serious, that is very painful, that is very life changing or life altering. So it's really important just to be mindful of what you say to people. You never know what somebody is going through, especially if somebody's living with an invisible illness and an invisible disability. Just because they look okay, it doesn't mean that there's not something going on that is really impacting them. And so to have empathy and just be careful with what you're saying is very important, because there are so many people out there with these invisible disabilities that you just have no clue exactly what's going on. And so just be mindful of that, and to just, again, just be empathetic to those around you, because you never know what somebody's going through.